Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is Hybrid Plus channel, and in this video I want to talk about the different engine components. Number one is the engine case and the second one is engine block, which all the components will mount in these two. So for the engine case, it's the place of the crankshaft and the oil pump. Oil pump will pressurize the oil, and there is one component which attached to the engine case. The name of it is the oil case. Then there is a flywheel. Flywheel will mount on the engine case. The second component is the engine block. Engine block, or the second name of it, that is engine head. So it has a two name: engine head or engine block. It's the place of the piston and it's the place of the camshaft with the spark plug. But the amount of the spark plug, camshaft and the piston, it can be changed. It depends on the structure of your engine. If the engine is bigger, which is produce more power, so the amount of spark plug, piston and the camshaft will be changed. It can be 3 camshaft, 2 or maybe 1. If the engine is small, so there is 1 camshaft. And the third component of the first slide is the piston. Piston, it has a reciprocating movement, so it will pressurize the air and fuel and will produce the power. So it was the camshaft that I said in the first slide. It's the camshaft. It can be 2, 3. Then there is a camshaft valve. We have two types of the valves: exhaust valve or manifold valves. What is the duty of them? It's to open and close the valves at the top of each cylinder within the engine. Then we have timing belt or chain. Timing belt or chain, it rotates the camshaft at the specific time. Timing is mandatory for the camshaft. The belt you have to change after 60, 80 or maybe 100,000 kilometers, but for the chain is long lasting. That's the difference between the chain and between the belt. And the speed and the timing of them, which is controlled by the ECU, it's very mandatory to manage the operation of your engine. The valve also that I said, we have two types of the valve: exhaust valve and the manifold valve. In another slide I will show you the photo of the crankshaft. It's the photo of the crankshaft. Then I have the oil pump, which is pressurize the oil through the engine. So the crankshaft and the oil pump, both of these components are inside the engine case, and the oil case is attached to the engine case. If you want to change the engine of the oil, so there is a nut of the engine of the oil case, so you will open it and the old oil will come out. You can put the fresh oil inside your engine, so all of them will store in the crank engine case. It's the flywheel that I said it will mount on the engine case, and it's a spark plug. It produces the jerk. But if you want to know how it will operate and how many types it has, please check my description. There is a link. Click on it and see the specific video about the operation of the spark plug. I have the connecting rod. Actually, it's an engine component that transfer motion from the piston to the crankshaft and function as a lever arm. So the function and the operation of the connecting rod is as a lever arm. One side is connected to the crankshaft and the second side is connected to the piston. It has a reciprocating movement. I have exhaust valve. I said the definition of the valve, but it's to open and close the valve at the top of each cylinder within the engine. Then there is a fuel injector. It's atomizing and injecting the fuel. So the main use of the fuel injector is that, atomizing the fuel and injecting the fuel. Then I have the fuel pump, which is pressurize the fuel from the oil tank, from the tank to the through the engine. Then there is a manifold. Manifold actually is distribute air and fuel mixture to the cylinder, and an exhaust manifold that delivers. Then there is a gauge pin. Gauge pin, it's connect the piston ring to the connecting rod and provides a bearing for the connecting rod to pivot open as the piston moves. Then there is a rocker arm. Rocker arm is a valve train component. It's a valve train component. So it's the different type of the component, as you can see. But let's say the more definition about the rocker arm. I said is a valve train component that typically transfer the motion of a push rod to the corresponding intake or exhaust manifold.